If today we search on the map of the world for a place where humans have turned the impossible into possible, only one name rises to the tongue: Dubai. Dubai is one of the 7 Emirates of the United Arab Emirates, and these 7 Emirates are Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Sharjah, Ajman, Fujairah, Ras Al Khaimah, and Al Quwain. An emirate is a region that is governed by an emir. An emir is a leader, similar to how a country has a president or prime minister, or how a city has a mayor. Now, a question must be coming to your mind. If each emir was running their own emirate, then how did they all come together? And why did they unite? Let's go a little back in time. In 1971, these 7 emirates were separate states. Each had its own system. Each had its own government. Then all these emirates made a very big decision together. They decided that instead of living separately, why not come together and build a powerful nation? And after that decision, in 1971, the United Arab Emirates came into existence, a country where 7 emirates come together to form one nation. There is another interesting thing about this system. Each emirate has its own ruler, and every emirate makes its own internal decisions. But when it comes to major national decisions, like defense and foreign relations, all the emirates decide together. That is why the ruler of Abu Dhabi serves as the president, and the ruler of Dubai also performs the role of prime minister. But now think about something else. The Dubai that the world knows today as a modern megacity. Just a few decades ago, Dubai was a small desert town. People made their living through fishing, through small businesses, and by surviving between dust and desert. Small markets, a few boat harbors, and all around, nothing but desert after desert. That was the real picture of Dubai at that time. But then, a moment arrived in history that changed everything. In 1966, oil was discovered in Dubai. However, something very interesting happened here. Dubai's leaders understood one thing very quickly: oil would not last forever. And perhaps that was the exact moment when a very big vision was born. A vision that didn't just change Dubai, but changed the future of the entire region. And that very vision later became the foundation of urban transformations the world has ever seen. By 1985, the world still saw Dubai as nothing more than a small desert city. But Dubai's leader, Sheikh Rashid bin Saeed Al Maktoum, was thinking very differently. He believed, relying only on oil will not secure our future. Instead, we should turn Dubai into a city where the world itself comes to do business. With this vision, Sheikh Rashid began investing oil revenue into building the foundation of the city's future. New roads were constructed, modern ports were developed, telecommunication systems were improved, and a complete environment for international trade was prepared. But the rulers of Dubai knew one important thing. A city does not appear on the world map just because of roads and buildings. That is why they took another bold step. A step that, in the future, would lead to the tallest building in the world, Burj Khalifa. But when the idea of this project first appeared, and when construction eventually began, there came a time when Dubai almost reached the edge of bankruptcy. Just imagine, a city that had oil. How did it reach such a huge financial risk? To understand the answer to this question, we need to take the story a little back, to where Dubai's real transformation actually began. During the 1970s, global trade started increasing rapidly. Countries were buying and selling more goods with each other, and most of this cargo was transported by ships. Around the same time, the container shipping system was introduced, which made loading and unloading cargo much faster and cheaper. Because of this, the shipping industry began to grow very quickly. Dubai already had Port Rashid, which was built in 1972, but within just a few years it became too small because the shipping industry was expanding so fast. So Sheikh Rashid decided a much bigger and more modern port had to be built. And then, in 1979, it was created, Jebel Ali Port. At that time, it was the largest man-made port in the Middle East. Here, giant cranes, massive warehouses, and container terminals were built, allowing ships from all over the world to load and unload cargo efficiently. Even today, Jebel Ali Port is considered one of the busiest ports in the world. Now, the port was ready, but another problem appeared. Just having a port was not enough for companies to start permanent businesses there. Foreign companies were worried that taxes, ownership rules, and legal restrictions might create difficulties for them. So to solve this problem, in 1985, the Jebel Ali Free Zone was established. This was a special business area where foreign companies were given major advantages. No heavy taxes, 100% foreign ownership, easy company setup, and what happened after that completely changed Dubai's destiny. Within just a few years, major global companies opened offices there. Companies like Sony, Samsung, Microsoft, IBM, and gradually, thousands of international companies began moving to Dubai. The small desert city of Dubai was now moving toward becoming a global business hub. But none of this was easy. The harsh desert heat, the shortage of water, and a very small local population. But Sheikh Rashid turned every challenge into an opportunity. He would meet people, listen to their ideas, and then transform those ideas into practical mega projects. And since Sheikh Rashid and Dubai's leaders didn't just want to turn a desert city into a modern city, their goal was to make Dubai a global business and travel hub. So obviously, ports and roads alone were not enough. International companies, investors, and tourists needed fast and direct access. That is why, in 1985, one of the world's most ambitious airlines was launched, Emirates Airline, to connect Dubai with every corner of the world through air connectivity, and to bring global attention and economic growth to the city. It all started with just 2 leased aircraft. But the vision was so big that today Emirates Airline is considered one of the best airlines in the world. The journey of Emirates Airline is also very fascinating, but we will cover its full story and secrets in another video. Otherwise, this video would become too long. For now, let's return to our main topic. Sheikh Rashid bin Saeed Al Maktoum had laid out his vision for Dubai: roads, Jebel Ali Port, the Free Zone, and the foundation of Emirates Airline. Dubai was now on a new path. But time brought a sad turn. Sheikh Rashid gradually became ill. And finally, in 1990, a great leader, a true visionary, passed away.
Of the father of Dubai, the late Sheikh Rashid bin Saeed Al Maktoum.
Now it seemed as if Dubai's vision had been left incomplete. But then, a new leader emerged. And that was none other than Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the son of Sheikh Rashid. It is often said that he was even more sharp, daring, and visionary than his father. He understood one thing clearly: if the world's attention had to be drawn toward Dubai, the world needed a symbol. A symbol that would show that Dubai is not just a city, it is a vision. And it was this very vision that in 2004 gave birth to a dream: Burj Khalifa, the dream of the tallest building in the world, a symbol that would not only represent Dubai, but the entire region.